Hi everyone, today I am going to sit down and go through my new collections for my shop. I was debating whether to sit down and actually film this video because I was like, I can just show people photos, I can just, you know, show people like that. I don't need to sit down and do like a whole video on it. And then I was like, actually I want to sit down and film this mainly for my sake and looking back on things. The collections that I have launching at the end of this week are ones that I've felt really good about. They're ones which I feel like I've just been on a roll with. I've kind of found my art style, found my designing momentum. I don't know how else to explain it. And it also means I get to kind of nerd out about craft supplies with you guys in a kind of laid back way, but also show you what's coming. I am going to mark this video as an ad. Obviously it's my own brand shop products that I'm sharing in this video, but because it's only that I'm talking about, I just feel like it's better to mark it as an ad because it is kind of just an ad for my shop. But I'm excited about it and I want to chat to you guys about it and show you what I've got. First things first, the shop update is coming on Friday. I'm posting this video on Wednesday, so 2 days time everything will be live on the shop, available to buy. If you're a patron, then you'll get early access on Thursday. I am locking the shop on the entire 24 hours of Thursday GMT, and I'm providing my patrons with a password to access the shop, so they get first dibs on everything, and if they're on the pink or teal tier they also get a 10% discount. So if you're interested in that, I will have a link to my Patreon below, and as soon as you join you will get access to the discount code and all of the information that I've posted on there. I'm now going to sit down and go through everything with you. None of the stuff I'm showing you right now is packaged in its shop packaging. That's tomorrow's Daisy's job. So today's job is sitting here showing you guys what my brain has come up with. I'm going to show you the postcards first because there's only 3 new packs of them. The first pack is from the Stay Curious collection. So there's a floral one in a jar, there's one with a sunset that says there are so many beautiful reasons to be happy, there's one with a little sleeping fox and flowers that says direction is more important than speed, there's one with a sitting fox that says let curiosity lead the way, and then there's one with the florals in the background and just a sitting fox. All the postcards are blank on the back as well, they just have my website at the bottom. I didn't add lines and stuff on them because I know that some people do use postcards for journaling rather than like sending them out as postcards. There's then this set which is from the So Cozy collection. This was more like, you know, weather's getting colder. I wanted to include kind of like cozy things, but I didn't want to go for a traditional like wintry colour scheme, so I kind of went like pinks, purples and blues. So we have this one that has a little stack of books with mushrooms and it says enjoy where you are. There's then this one which has all of the designs kind of like scattered. I actually spent so long editing this together. I placed all of them separately. There's then this design with the little bobble hat and it says oh so cozy. There's then this one which has the notebook and pens on it and the leaf pattern is going kind of like around it and off of the postcard. And then there's one of the little mug and I don't know what this is particularly, steam, water, whatever you fancy it to be. I just feel like coffee cups look a bit boring by themselves and I like adding a kind of wonky looking steam cloud coming out of them. I have done it on a few designs before, so it's kind of my go-to when it comes to mugs. And then the last postcard pack is the Christmas one, which I am so happy with. The first one we have is this one with all the gift tags on and also the red pen. There's then one with a little tree and some presents and it just says thank you. There's then this one with the hot chocolate and it says warm wishes. This one is probably my favourite and it was your guys' favourite as well. I actually put a load of little mini polls on my Instagram and I asked you guys to vote for your favourite designs from each of the packs so I can kind of get an idea of any that I might need to order more of before Christmas, but also going forward and designing more postcards. Like it's good to know what's more popular and what isn't. This postcard is just covered in Christmas stamps. I love how this one looks. I definitely know I'm going to reorder this one. And the last one has a little stack of Christmas mail on it and it says just a note to say. So those are the Christmas postcards. I'm now going to go through all of the ephemera packs. There's a lot of ephemera. I'm going to try and do these as quick as possible. This is my very organised paperclip system because I couldn't think of anything better to use to organise these into their sets. But yeah, this is my very organised system for storing the packs of ephemera. Basically on each paperclip I have all of the packs of ephemera from each pack. So when I sort these into the shop packaging, I don't have to go through all of these. I can just like take 3 out of here, 3 out of here, 3 out of here and put it into the packaging. But yeah, this was the most logical way I could think of to keep all of the sets separate from each other rather than having all of these like loose in a box. I'm going to show you them like this, and then I'll put a little like montagey clip at the end to show you like an overview of what you get in each ephemera pack. Pretty much all of them you get 30 pieces, so you get 30 pieces of ephemera. That's 3 of each of the designs, apart from one of the Christmas packs which has 33 pieces, and I will tell you why when I get to it. I'm going to zoom you in and tilt you down and ruin all of the setup that I took ages setting up. Just so you can see a bit better what I am showing you. So this is the Rest Don't Quit collection. In this pack you get this design, which is the little moon. You get the owl, which is probably one of my favourite pieces of art because it's just, I love it. The colours, the little face, is just adorable. You get this one, which is like a little ship on the ocean. There's this one, which is just a wave. I really like this one for going like behind photos. It just looks really, really nice. And then there's this one, which is a couple of clouds. I've tried to do a few designs like this where it's got like 2 images that you could cut in half or keep them together. So those are the 5 images in that pack, and then you also get 5 different phrases. So you get this one that says peaceful day, this one says taking a break, this one says rest don't quit, this one says I've got this, and then this one says it's a new day. As you can tell by the name of this collection and the different phrases in this pack, the kind of theme for this was rest don't quit, pace yourself, take a break, those sort of things. We then have this pack, which is the Stay Curious collection. So in this pack you get the Sitting Fox design, you get the sunset design, you get this one which is basically 3 flowers, which again you could keep it as 3 or you can cut them up into individual flowers. There's this one which is a little curled up sleeping fox, and then this one which is the little vase of flowers. And the phrases you have that go with those are these. So we have this one which says beautiful. There's then this one that says stay curious. We have this one that says never stop exploring. This one says it's a good day. And then this one says daydreamer. That was the Stay Curious collection. Lots of foxes, lots of oranges, lots of yellows. Kind of a more motivational theme. You know, stay curious, keep exploring. We then have this pack, which is from the So Cozy collection. In this pack you'll get the little bobble hat, you'll get the stack of books, you'll get the pairs of socks, which again I've done it so you can, you know, have them as both of them together, or you can cut them in half. You'll get the little mug with steam coming out of it, and you also get this one with the little journal and pens. And then the phrases in that pack are this one which says all snug, there's this one that says today was lovely, this one says this makes me happy, this one says so comfy, and then this one says warm vibes. So this collection is much more like just general journaling coziness. I'm hoping people will enjoy using it to document, you know, those more cozy days at home. Not necessarily like big events and stuff, just like the little moments. So those were all the non-Christmassy ones. I'm now going to go through the 3 Christmas packs. The first pack is very similar to the other ones I've just shown you, where you've got 5 images and 5 different phrases. So those are aimed more at like journaling, you know, like documenting life and stuff. And in this pack you have a little row of presents, which again, if you wanted to, you could cut them up into individual ones, or you can leave them together and use them as they are. There is this one of 2 snowmen, and again there's space for it to be cut in half. There is this one of a pair of crackers. There's this one which has a little stocking on it, and then there's this one of the little hot chocolate with the marshmallows, which is probably my favourite. I'm not even a massive fan of hot chocolate, but I love this one. And alongside those you also get these phrases. So we have these ones which say so very merry, these ones say baby it's cold outside, this one says happy memories, this one says remember this, and then this one says grateful for this. So that's the first set of the Christmas collection. I've named the Christmas collection Very Merry, but obviously there's 3 different ephemera packs in that collection, so I kind of like sub-named them as well. The second set that I have is 10 different images, so there's no phrases in this set, and I'm dropping them everywhere. Let's just, okay. So these are the tiny tags. They haven't been designed to be used as tags. They are purely decorative. But they're just in a very tiny size, so they'll fit in journals. Something that I've always found with tags is I love how they look in my journals, but a lot of them are massive, and if they're tiny they're not necessarily decorative. So this was like my way of kind of creating a middle ground. First of all, we have this one, which is a little red tag and it has a white Christmas tree on it. There's then this one, which is a little green tag and it just has a little bit of pattern down the bottom of it. There's a little brown tag with some white patterns going down the side. There's then this white tag, which is probably one of the biggest in the pack, so that kind of gives you like a reference for how small these are. But I did want to make one which was a bit bigger than the others, just so you have one if you wanted to write on or like do a bit of journaling on. There's then this one, which is a white tag with kind of like a candy cane stripe down the bottom and little stars on it. We then have another brown tag, which is a bit smaller and it has some decorative pattern down the bottom. There's another white tag with some gold pattern down the side. There's another red one which has the option to add a little date at the top, and then you've got like kind of like the candy cane stripes again going across the top and the bottom. There's then a long brown tag which has some white stars on it. I thought this would be quite a nice one for, again, putting a date on or something, or even a phrase, sticker or piece of ephemera. And then the last one is this one, which is green with white stars on it. So that is the pack of tiny tags. I cannot wait to use these. I'm going to be using them all over my journaling pages this Christmas. This last pack that I have to show you is one that I wasn't going to do. I'm not going to zoom this back out, but basically just bear with me, like mini story time. I put a little question box on my Instagram just kind of asking people what sort of images and Christmas things they use in their journals, just for like a last little bit of inspiration. And the Christmas tree idea was kind of, I don't know, I wasn't liking what I was creating, and someone said Happy Mail. And I was going to do a Happy Mail one, but I was like, no, because I've got the like sending smiles Happy Mail themed pack. I didn't really want 2 Happy Mail themed packs, but I decided to give it a little go anyway. I painted some images and I was just like, I'm liking this. I'm going to roll with this. And then this is where this was born. I think there was actually a couple of people who suggested Christmas Happy Mail. So to those people, if you're watching, thank you for making me try and sit down and do some Happy Mail designs, because now these exist. So in this pack there are 11 designs, which one of them I feel like you can't really count as a design, but I'll show you that one last. So we have this design, which is like a little opened letter and it's all like Christmassy decorated. There's some little Christmas trees on there. There's then this design, which is like a little Christmassy decorated parcel. There is this one, which is a Christmassy envelope, and in the little wax seal there's another little Christmas tree. So there's a lot of little subtle Christmas trees on this artwork. There's then a little green pencil and a little red pen, and these have come out so perfect in colour. These are like the classic Christmas green, Christmas red that I imagine when I think of Christmas. And the pen and the pencil also have like, I used gold metallic paint on them, and it's actually come up really nicely as like a texture in the printing, so it kind of looks gold as well, which I'm very chuffed with. And then there is 5 different Christmas stamp designs. So we have this one, it's got holly on it and it says Happy Mail. There's this one which is red with a gold border and it's got a little Christmas tree on it. There's this one which is green with a white border and it's got little red presents on it. There's this little red one again with a white border and it has a little green stocking on it. And then there's this one which is gold with a white border and it's got a little candy cane on it. And then the last design in that pack is this little heart, which was basically a space filler. I was like, I might as well get another piece of ephemera out of this sheet that I'm paying for. And then you guys get an extra little piece of ephemera in the pack as well. So that is the last Christmas ephemera pack. I cannot wait to use this on some Happy Mail for someone. I used to send Happy Mail all of the time. I've always loved sending mail. I've just not financially been able to recently, or had the time to recently. That is everything that's coming to the shop on Friday or Thursday if you're a patron. Not that I'm expecting to sell out of anything, but if the postcards sell out before Christmas, I will probably be able to get some restock before Christmas. If the ephemera packs run out before Christmas, I won't be getting a restock until after Christmas, like well into the new year. So if you're wanting to get any of the Christmas ones before Christmas, now would be the time to buy them, because if they sell out, I won't be getting any more until after Christmas. The postcards, I have added extra listings. So I used to just have the multi-pack of postcards, so you got one of each design. I've now added listings for the multi-pack and single pack, so you can get 5 of the same design in one pack, because I know that some people like multiple of the same design. So I've done that for all the postcard packs. So you have that option if you're interested. The ephemera packs are probably the thing that I'm most excited about. Originally I wasn't planning to have quite so many available. How it kind of works with the printers that I use is they print per sheet, and I have 3 different designs on a sheet because they duplicate the design 3 times. That's why there's 30 pieces of ephemera in a pack. So yeah, they have 3 per sheet, so I can have 3 designs per sheet. I already had 3 designs and I wanted to obviously design one for November for like a Christmassy theme, but that would have left me with like 4 designs, so I would have had so many packs of this design. For one, I didn't really want that many packs straight off. I only have so much space here to store stuff. I prefer to be storing like a few different designs rather than just having boxes and boxes of the same design. And also money, I think it would have been a silly decision to just spend that much money on one design when I could have got more from it. So I figured this all out in like September, October time, and the lead times for the printers was getting quite tight. I left it last minute. I did leave it quite last minute. I emailed them and was like, is there going to be enough time if I got these to you by this date? They got back to me so quickly and were like, yes, we can fit you in. As long as you get it ordered by this date, we'll be able to get it to you and dispatched by this date. So I was like, okay. Time to crack on. So I suddenly went from having 1 Christmas set to design to designing 3. I kind of threw this idea out to my mum. I find it really handy bouncing ideas off of people. So my mum is just my go-to for that sort of thing. And I was like, does this sound crazy if I was to design 3 whole new packs of ephemera in this time limit that I have? And she looked at me and was like, yeah, probably, but if you think you can do it, do it. And so this was where they started. I don't know if you can really see, this was my really rough sketch brainstorm. It's on the back of a letter that we had on the dining room table, and I was sat there with her and I was like, oh, I could do this, I could do that, and I had like a layout. I started drawing down ideas. I had like the gift tag idea here. I was going to try and do a Christmas tree one, but the logistics of that when it came to painting it and editing it together, I was like, we'll save that for another year. So I had that little piece of paper sat on my desk and I was like, okay, I can do this, I can do this. It was such a quick turnaround between me creating the art, editing it together, getting it sent off to the printers, them sending me a sample, me going, yes, that's great, can you change this one thing? And then I placed the order, gave them my money, and a week later I had a big box of ephemera arrive. So it was a bit of a journey with these collections, but I'm very, very happy with them. When the postcards arrive with me, it's pretty straightforward. They're postcards. They arrive in piles, little stacks. I just have to unbox them, sort them out, check if there's any, you know, imperfections or anything, and then organise them into their sets and pop them on my shelf with all my other postcards. It's pretty straightforward. There's not really much faff with the postcards. The ephemera, on the other hand, there's a bit more that goes into that. I did record the process, so it's a little easier to understand what I'm trying to explain, but it has taken me 3 whole days of working to sort out all of the ephemera. That's 80 packs of each of the 6 designs of ephemera, so 80 times 6, maths. That's how many ephemera packs I was sorting through. At the printers that I use, they do offer packaging themselves, like they can package them for you. It costs a bit more, but because I have a load of business card sized packaging things that I use for my ephemera packs anyway, I had them left over from different stock, different stuff that I used to do. Instead of letting those go to waste, because I still have quite a few hundred of them, I decided to use those as my packaging, and I said to my printers, don't worry about packaging, just put 1 sheet in 1 bag and I'll sort it when it gets to me. So I did save a little bit of money in that area, and it's meant that I've been able to use these cards that I've had sitting here. At some point I do want to change the packaging for the ephemera, but for now it works. Like, the packaging that I use works just fine, and it means that these cards that I already had aren't going to waste. So I'm happy with that for now. But yeah, it means that when they arrive with me, 1 sheet which has 3 different designs on arrives in 1 bag, so I have to sort all of those out. The process of this basically is me putting a few bags into a pot and then just like sharing them out, putting them into their little piles, checking over them just to see whether there's any which have marks and stuff on them. But yeah, I put them into their little piles and I just put one design in one bag. The pictures are actually relatively easy to sort because, especially me with my visual brain, I see a colour, I see a shape, and I'm just like boom, 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 sorted. The little pieces of ephemera with the phrases on the other hand, they're not so easy to sort. I have to actually read them and make sure I'm putting them in the right piles. So that's the tedious part. Luckily 2 of the Christmas packs don't have words in them, they're just images. But then I did have 4 other packs which all had words. So I think that's the bit that's like the time consuming part. But it's fine, I got them done. So now that bit's done and they're organised, I can easily put them into their packs ready for the shop rather than kind of going through loads of different designs and making the process harder for myself. It took about 3 days to organise all of that, but it was fine. I just kind of was sat there sharing things out as I was watching streams and stuff. I'm very, very happy with how it's all turned out, especially the Christmas stuff. I haven't really done any Christmassy products before. I do them every year for Patreon, but my actual shop, my designs on things, I just haven't really ventured into Christmas. I think probably time is a big part of that. Like, I'm just not ready. I don't get it all done in time, and suddenly it's Christmas and then there's just not really a massive point in doing it anymore. But this year I managed it. I managed to do it. I hope you've enjoyed this kind of like chatty, here's my new stuff for my shop video. As always, they're pretty rambly with me. I just get excited and I'm like, look at the stuff. I have stuff to show you. If you've got absolutely any questions, then leave them below. I will be happy to answer them for you. Thank you all so much for the massive support that I've had on my artwork and designs and stuff. I've always done art for Patreon, but kind of like moving out of the Patreon bubble and doing stuff for the shop, it was quite a daunting step. So yeah, thank you so much if you've messaged me, commented on anything, bought from my shop. Literally any type of support is always appreciated. If you're a patron already, then your name will be on the screen now. Thank you guys so much. You guys have kind of seen the progression of these collections and all the little sneak peeks of what I've been doing. So yeah, thank you all so much for watching and I will see you in my next video. Is that best lighting? I don't know. I'm not sure. Not sure. Oh, I love it when I tuck my hair behind my ears and get a massive kink in it. Oh well, we're rolling with that. Again, don't have my glasses to check whether I am in focus. Okay. And the battery's dying, jeez. Hi everyone. So yeah. Let's find them hand tie. Oof. Oh my goodness. Okay, now we get to the super exciting part. Basically, that's my boobs out. 2021 has been a very up and down year for me. I know it has for a lot of people, but specifically for me in my work, in this, what I do, everything My Green Cow, it's been very turbulent. I've had a lot of changes happen that were out of my control. I've had a lot of like personal mental blocks that I've had to overcome, and basically what I'm trying to say is it's been a lot, but I managed to do it. I hope. I love it when she wakes up like 5 minutes before I'm about to end a video and she's now asking me to move a blanket. You can get up there, come on. You can do it, up, up. Good girl.